Did you hear that ChatGPT has a new rival? The new Chinese AI called DeepSeek. That's what we'll discuss in this Learn English with the News lesson to help you improve all areas of your English. Welcome back to JForrest English. Of course, I'm Jennifer. Now let's get started.
Our headline, OpenAI rolls out O3 Mini amid competition from DeepSeek. Do you know what rolls out means in this context? This is a phrasal verb to roll out. Of course, the main verb that you conjugate is roll. And this means to officially introduce or launch. So launch is a synonym that you could use. And you introduce or launch a new product, service, or even a policy. So government commonly uses this phrasal verb roll out. For example, the government just rolled out. Remember, roll is your verb. So here it's conjugated in the past simple with that soft D at the end. Rolled. The government just rolled out tax cuts for tech companies like OpenAI, which of course is the company that created and owns ChatGPT. So in this case, roll out means introduce a policy, and the policy is to offer tax cuts, which means to reduce the amount of tax owed, and this is specific for tech companies in this hypothetical example. OpenAI rolls out O3 Mini. So this is their new product, O3 Mini. Amid competition. What does amid mean? This means in the middle of or during, but it's specifically used for an event or a situation. So during this situation or the event that there's competition from DeepSeek. So the competition started, it continues, and then during that period of competition, OpenAI, ChatGPT rolls out, introduces for the first time, launches O3 Mini. Don't worry about taking these notes because I summarize everything in a free lesson PDF. You can find the link in the description. Now let's continue the article. OpenAI has launched. Remember, we learned that launch is a synonym for roll out. So you could say has rolled out because roll would be your verb, and then out is the preposition to complete the phrasal verb. OpenAI has launched, has rolled out O3 Mini. So now it will tell us what this is. A new reasoning-focused AI model. So that is what O3 Mini is. Making it, so it being the O3 Mini, making it freely available to all ChatGPT users. Let's review this word choice, freely. This can cause confusion because freely has two separate meanings. It can mean without restriction, or it can mean without payment. So for free, you don't have to pay for it. Now, without restriction, for example, we commonly use this with the information. The information was shared freely. Please share this information freely with our competitors, our clients, everyone. So no restriction. Anyone who wants it can have it. The information was shared freely amid, during, in the middle of, and this is an event, the stock market crash. So in this case, based on the context, to me, it sounds like without restriction, but it can also mean free of charge. So you could say, to make it very clear, you can say making it available. Remember, making O3 Mini, making it available to all ChatGPT users for free or at no cost. That definitely means without payment. Now, you could also add it here, available for free. So there are two different placements. You can put it right here after available, or you can put it at the end after users. Combining both meanings, I could say, please freely share these lessons. Please freely share. So share them without restriction to anyone and everyone you know. Please freely share these lessons with everyone because they're free. I could say they're available for free, or I can just say they are free. They're free. So if you're going to freely share them, if you're happy that they are free, put woohoo, put woohoo in the comments. Now let's continue. The release comes amid, so we see amid. Now you know what this means, right? During, in the middle of growing competition. So the release of the new O3 Mini, so this new model. The release comes amid growing competition in the AI landscape. And here, the word landscape represents the overall situation or the current state of a specific industry. So in this case, the AI industry or the technology industry. You hear this a lot with the business landscape, the political landscape. That's a very common one. You can even use this with the education landscape, the industry I'm in. Perhaps the education landscape is changing rapidly amid, in the middle of, or during a specific event amid the rise of AI. So the rise of means the increasing use or popularity of. So that's the AI landscape, particularly with the rapid rise of, here we have rise of. They're making it sound even stronger by saying rapid rise of Chinese AI firm DeepSeek. Whereas I said is changing rapidly. So I actually used rapid, but I used it as an adverb to modify changing. But here they used it as the rapid rise of AI. So they used it as an adjective to describe the rise. With the rapid rise of Chinese AI firm DeepSeek. And firm is another way of saying company. AI company, DeepSeek, which has been disrupting, of course, which represents the last noun. The Chinese AI firm DeepSeek has been disrupting the market with its cost-effective and high-performance models.
Are you enjoying this lesson? If you are, then I want to tell you about the Finally Fluent Academy. This is my premium training program where we study native English speakers from TV, movies, YouTube, and the news so you can improve your listening skills of fast English, expand your vocabulary with natural expressions, and learn advanced grammar easily. Plus, you'll have me as your personal coach. You can look in the description for the link to learn more, or you can go to my website and click on Finally Fluent Academy. Now let's continue with our lesson.
DeepSeek has established itself as a notable challenger to the widely adopted ChatGPT. Let's review the grammar here. So to establish, this is the verb establish conjugated in the present perfect form, has established. So to establish oneself, so this is reflexive to DeepSeek, has established itself as something. In this case, the something is a notable challenger. So if you establish yourself as, it means you demonstrate that you are a notable challenger. You prove that you are. You make it clear or make it known that you are. So if someone looks to DeepSeek, they say, yes, DeepSeek is a notable challenger. At that point, they've established themselves as that. So you could say, I need to establish myself. So remember, this is reflexive to the subject. So it could be, she needs to establish herself as, you need this preposition as, it's required, and then you need a noun, a team player. So a team player is someone who is a contributing member on a team. She needs, if you change the verb, if you change the subject, then you need to change your verb. She needs to establish herself as a team player. In the past simple, you could say, if this is a completed past action, she established herself as a team player. So now, if this is a completed past action, people say, oh, Sally, she's a team player. So DeepSeek has established itself as a notable challenger. Challenger is another word for competitor, but in the business world, it's more common to use the word competitor. And this is the noun form. So DeepSeek is a competitor to ChatGPT. It means they are competing. So that would be the verb form. And then describing it as a competitor, this is the noun form. Someone who competes, or in this case, a company who competes. And notable is important or significant. So to the widely adopted, if it's widely adopted, adopted means that people are using it. If you adopt ChatGPT, it means you use it regularly as part of your daily routine or your life. And widely means many people are now users. Bringing a fresh perspective to AI language models. So who is bringing a fresh perspective? It's DeepSeek. DeepSeek is the company who is bringing a fresh perspective to AI language models. And in this case, fresh means new, a new perspective, a fresh perspective. Hopefully you're thinking that learning English with the news, what we're doing right now, this style, learning English with the news is a fresh approach. So fresh is the adjective, a new, a different, a unique, a fresh approach, or perhaps a fresh method. Both of these would work. Do you agree with that? If you do, put that's right, put that's right in the comments. And I certainly hope you think it's a fresh approach. Let's continue with this fresh approach. As an open source alternative, DeepSeek has drawn significant attention. So this is saying as an open source alternative, this is an alternative way to describe DeepSeek. So DeepSeek is an open source alternative that has drawn significant attention. So instead of saying it that way, you could use this as an. You can use this at the beginning of any style of sentences to give more information about the rest of the sentence. So this is the introduction to your clause. Your clause is your complete sentence. So you could simply say, I appreciate innovative changes to the education landscape. Or you could give more information about this perspective as an English learner, as a mother, as a sister, as a teacher. So it just gives more information so the person understands why you appreciate this. So this is a very useful clause that you can have at the beginning of your complete sentence. As an open source alternative, DeepSeek has drawn significant attention. Drawn means received in this context, has drawn significant attention. I think receive is the more common word choice. DeepSeek has drawn or received significant attention for its impressive capabilities and cost-efficient approach, particularly excelling in technical and mathematical domains. Let's review particularly, because this is the second time the article has used it. Particularly, this is used to emphasize. So where are we talking about? DeepSeek does many different things, but they're emphasizing these two things. So the fact that it excels in technical and mathematical domains, but of course it does other things as well, but it's emphasizing these 2 points. A synonym of particularly is especially, not specially, which students confuse, especially. So you might be thinking, or you could say, Jennifer, I enjoy all your lessons, but I have many different styles of lessons. So you might want to emphasize a specific one and say, Jennifer, I enjoy all your lessons. Thank you. Particularly the news ones. So in this case, ones represents the lessons, the news ones. So maybe you're thinking that, or maybe you're thinking a different style of lesson that I create. Let's continue. While ChatGPT maintains its position with versatile features and a user-friendly interface, DeepSeek's emergence gives us a compelling reason to consider it a real option. Let's review this structure. Consider it being DeepSeek. So consider someone or something a real option. Notice there's no preposition as. Sometimes students and sometimes native speakers add as, but it's not required. So the structure is consider someone or something, a noun. So you can say, we consider Jennifer a great teacher. So you don't need to add as. We consider Jennifer a great teacher. So to consider, this is your verb, someone or something, and then a noun, someone or something, a great teacher. Another common sentence structure is the someone or something and then to be considered. So the difference here is our main verb is the verb to be that's conjugated, and then considered is always in the ed form. So this is to be considered. So Jennifer is considered a great teacher. So you shouldn't add as. Now, this is commonly mistaken even by native speakers because with the word regarded, you need as. So you would say, Jennifer is regarded as a great teacher. And that's the reason why this is commonly mistaken by both students and native speakers as well. I wrote the structures for you so you remember them. And notice here it's a compelling reason. Compelling is an adjective. If something is compelling, it means it's so strong as a reason that it causes you to believe it or be convinced. So a compelling reason to consider it a real option. The release of ChatGPT's o3 Mini, remember we could say the rollout, the launch. The release of ChatGPT's o3 Mini highlights OpenAI's aggressive push. Remember, OpenAI is the company that created and owns ChatGPT. That highlights OpenAI's aggressive push to stay ahead in the AI race. And in this case, to stay ahead means to remain as the leader because ChatGPT is the current leader. So we're using particularly, again, remember that synonym was especially, not specially, but especially as rivals like DeepSeek, especially as rivals or particularly as rivals like DeepSeek and Alibaba. So now they have introduced another rival, Alibaba, ramp up their innovations. So ramp up means to increase the quantity of or the frequency of. So to increase the pace. Let's put these two together. You could say, if I want to get ahead at work or stay ahead at work, I need to ramp up my English skills. So improve or increase. I need to ramp up my English skills. Now, to stay ahead at work means you're already in a leadership position or just a position of advantage. You don't have to be a leader. You could just be one of the top performers at work, but you want to keep that position. So stay ahead. But get ahead means you're not currently in that position and you want to transition. So we use the verb get to talk about that transition. So stay ahead, you're there now. Get ahead, you're not there, but you want to transition. So perhaps one of those describes you. Let's continue. By offering advanced AI reasoning capabilities for free. Now here we have that for free instead of saying by freely offering, which to me sounds confusing because when I hear freely as an adverb, I don't think for free because it's more commonly used as saying without restrictions. I make these lessons available freely. It means without restrictions. Anyone can view them and access them, download them. I freely offer these lessons. I also offer these lessons for free. So to me, this use is more clear. By offering advanced AI reasoning capabilities for free, OpenAI is expanding access to cutting-edge technology while reinforcing its competitive edge in the generative AI space. So space means the industry that it's in, and the industry being the industry that does generative AI, which is the technology that powers ChatGPT and DeepSeek. Now notice we have two uses of the word edge: cutting edge and competitive edge. Cutting edge is an adjective. And if something is cutting edge, it means it's the most advanced or innovative in its specific field. Now, competitive edge, this is a noun, and edge is another word for advantage. It's also very common to say competitive advantage, perhaps even more common. So be familiar with both. Using both together, which is not required in any way, but since we have them here, you can say to keep our competitive edge, to keep our competitive advantage. So this is another way of saying simply to stay ahead, because we are at that top position now. Because if you want to keep it, it means you're there now. To keep our competitive edge or advantage, we need to roll out, to introduce, we need to roll out more cutting edge technologies. Now, as an adjective, it will have that dash there. Cutting edge technologies. So technologies that are the most advanced or innovative. So that's how you can use both those edges together, and they are very commonly used. When choosing between DeepSeek and ChatGPT, the decision ultimately comes down to your specific needs. The phrasal verb to come down to is extremely common, and it's used to say the most important factor. So for example, if someone asks you, why did you choose JForrest English as your English teacher? And you want to say there were many reasons, but you want to just talk about the most important reason or factor. So I'll add reason because that's a very easy word to understand. The most important reason. So you can say it came down to, and then you list the reason. It came down. So your verb is come, and that's what you conjugate. Now you already chose JForrest English as your English teacher. So you can put this in the past simple. It came down to, you need this preposition to. It came down to, and then the reason. It came down to her methodology. I love learning English with the news. And then you could provide a little more information as well. Whichever tool you choose, both platforms represent significant advancements in AI technology. So the technology is cutting edge. Remember that adjective is cutting edge, the most advanced, most innovative, each contributing unique value to the field of data science and development. So the article ended on a positive note by saying something positive about both companies, ChatGPT and DeepSeek. That's the end of the article, so I'll read the article from start to finish and you can focus on my pronunciation. OpenAI rolls out O3 Mini amid competition from DeepSeek. OpenAI has launched O3 Mini, a new reasoning-focused AI model, making it freely available to all ChatGPT users. The release comes amid growing competition in the AI landscape, particularly with the rapid rise of Chinese AI firm DeepSeek, which has been disrupting the market with its cost-effective and high-performance models. DeepSeek has established itself as a notable challenger to the widely adopted ChatGPT, bringing a fresh perspective to AI language models. As an open source alternative, DeepSeek has drawn significant attention for its impressive capabilities and cost-efficient approach, particularly excelling in technical and mathematical domains. While ChatGPT maintains its position with versatile features and a user-friendly interface, DeepSeek's emergence gives us a compelling reason to consider it a real option. The release of ChatGPT's O3 Mini highlights OpenAI's aggressive push to stay ahead in the AI race, particularly as rivals like DeepSeek and Alibaba ramp up their innovations. By offering advanced AI reasoning capabilities for free, OpenAI is expanding access to cutting-edge technology while reinforcing its competitive edge in the generative AI space. When choosing between DeepSeek and ChatGPT, the decision ultimately comes down to your specific needs. Whichever tool you choose, both platforms represent significant advancements in AI technology, each contributing unique value to the field of data science and development.
Did you like this lesson? Do you want another Learn English with the News lesson? If you do, put let's go, put let's go in the comments. And of course, make sure you like this lesson, share it with your friends, and subscribe so you're notified every time I post a new lesson. And you can get this free speaking guide where I share 6 tips on how to speak English fluently and confidently. You can click here to download it or look for the link in the description. And here's another lesson you'll love. Watch it now.